might as well rock and roll.
Yes, guys, welcome. How's everyone doing? Hope you're all doing good on this Tuesday lunchtime. Yeah, big up to everyone in the house. How you all doing? Hope you're doing good. Guys, we got a lot to talk about today. We've got this Gravenberch deal that looks like it could be something that could be happening. Waiting on Bayern Munich's clearance. And we're going to talk about other stuff in this transfer market because I ain't going to lie, I'm pretty peeved. I'm getting a bit annoyed. I'm getting a bit peed off. I've had enough. I'm getting a bit depressed by us all now. I ain't going to lie, guys. I'm going to chat to you about this all today. But yeah, big up all of you guys. Big up Ben in the chat as well. Big up Jen, Zane, Psychedelic. How you doing? Well, Kay, Atif. Big up to all of you. Much love. Thank you for being here. Right, what I want to chat about first before I get into anything, guys, is look, I know people are going to go mad because the transfer dealings Arsenal Football Club are doing, and I get it. I understand it, yeah. Arsenal moving mad in the transfer world at the moment. Now, they've officially not bought anyone yet. I have to point that out first. They've officially not bought anyone yet. But they're shopping. They're shopping at the higher end of the market, looking for quality players to come in. Now, all rumours are to be said. Arsenal are going to spend in the region of 255 million on Rice, Havertz, Timber, and Lavia. Now, apart from one player out of all them, I don't know how much they all improve Arsenal as a functioning team. In the way I see Arsenal play last season, apart from Declan Rice, I don't know who is coming in is the improvement to what they've already got. Havertz is not better than Odegaard, nowhere near. So spending 65 to 70 million on Kai Havertz when he's nowhere near better than Odegaard makes zero sense. Timber, the region, Ajax want 50 million for Timber. That looks like that's the money they go have to buy him for. 50 million for Timber. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money for a lot of people that says he's nothing but a Dutch Joe Gomez. So I don't get, I don't get the fuss. I really don't get the fuss. And Lavia's going to cost around 50 to 60 million. Apparently, will be a record for an under 21 year old midfielder. Now, I think Lavia's quality. And he's got qualities, but I don't know if he's as good as everyone makes him out to be. Declan Rice going to cost you around 95 to 100 million. I think Declan Rice immediately improves Arsenal's midfield. There's no shadow of a doubt. Now Havertz is a weird one because it all depends where you go to play Kai Havertz. It all depends where you go to play Kai Havertz. Now, if they go, apparently Arsenal, the rumour is that Arsenal want Kai Havertz to play in midfield. Now, if you want Kai Havertz to play in midfield, is he better than Odegaard? No. Is he being bought for squad purposes? Probably. But that's a lot of money to buy a player on squad purposes. You know, Havertz go on a big wage, big transfer fee, big signing-on fee. It's a lot of money. And with Kai Havertz, I just don't know if he's that player either. Lavia, Rice, and is going to be the midfield going forward for Arsenal by the look of it because Partey's leaving. If Partey's leaving, who else in midfield? Partey's leaving. I'm trying to think who else is in midfield for Arsenal. Xhaka. If Xhaka and Partey are leaving, everyone's going mad, but Arsenal still only got then two midfielders. So they're replacing Partey and Xhaka with Lavia and Rice. So if that's what they're doing, it doesn't really improve their squad depth, does it? That's all I'm trying to say here. If they're trying to get, because Xhaka's leaving, he's going to Bayer Leverkusen, apparently, or already gone, one of the two. And the rumours is that Thomas Partey is leaving Arsenal. So if them two are leaving, then you've only got Rice and Lavia as your midfielders. So that makes no sense. That makes no sense. This is why people got to calm down when they people talk about transfers on Twitter and stuff like that all the time. This is what I'm going on about. The Twitter world of Liverpool Football Club is absolutely nuts. Everyone's insane. Everyone is fucking mad. Everyone goes so over the top without thinking. You know, Smith Rowe's donkey low, John. These donkeys, crap. You know, this is the problem. So, if Partey and Xhaka leave Arsenal, then they're replacing them with Lavia and Rice, which is an upgrade. Don't get me wrong, which is a massive upgrade. But that would be all their midfielders. And then what? You got Kai Havertz and Odegaard. That's it. So, you know, people going mad on Twitter about all these transfers and that, but they're replacing players. They're not buying players of squad depth. You know, if Partey and Xhaka stay, then Arsenal have got a better squad because, you know, if Arsenal keep Xhaka and keep Thomas Partey, they got Xhaka, Partey, Lavia, Declan Rice, and who's their other midfielder? Who's that midfielder that plays sometimes for Arsenal? I can't remember his name now. Then they got 5 midfielders. And what's his name? Smith Rowe, the Croydon Messi, as they call him. Absolute dog crap. But if they get rid of Xhaka and Partey, then they've got Lavia, Rice, Smith Rowe, Odegaard, who plays that more attacking midfield area, and possibly Kai Havertz, who's going to be a rotational player with Odegaard. So it's not much. People are just going over the top. Jorginho and El Neni. That's it. He's terrible. Jorginho, what is he? He's too slow to be a regular player. I'll be surprised if he stays there after next season. So it's a weird one. I think the world of Twitter just goes a bit too over the top too quickly without trying to think things through. You got to think things through, guys. You know, and if they keep Xhaka and Thomas Partey, then Arsenal got a very good squad. If Xhaka and I think Xhaka's gone. I swear Xhaka's already gone. But if they keep Xhaka and Thomas Partey and add Lavia to that and Declan Rice to that, then yeah, they got a much better team. But if they're replacing them two with them two players, then they've upgraded a little bit. But they've still got no squad depth, which means they'll have to go in the transfer market again. So it all depends. But everyone's going mad about everything, and it's making me so depressed. I ain't gonna lie. I am getting so depressed by Liverpool Twitter right now, and Liverpool fans are doing my head in. You know, it's so depressing all the time. You know, I want this club to succeed more than anyone. I hate getting told by 19, 20, 21, 22-year-olds, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. Oh, blah, 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 you don't know what you're talking about. It's like, what are you chatting about? You're 20 years old, man. You've been supporting Liverpool through the good times. Yeah, that's all you know. You're 20. You've only known Liverpool since the good times. You've probably been supporting them 5 years. You know, don't talk to me about that shit. It pisses me off. Like, I'm 41. There's people in their 50s, 60s, 70s on Twitter that support Liverpool. They must get so annoyed. Then we're called top Reds because we've lived through all the crap. You know, I hate the fact that, this is why Liverpool have only won one Premier League because of FSG. You know, FSG, the reason we've only ever won one Premier League. Yeah, okay, do your own work in, because FSG weren't our owners in 1992 when the Premier League became a thing. Yeah? 1992 onwards, You know, FSG ain't been our owners for 30 years. I hate that. Oh, FSG are the reason we've only won one Premier League. No, they're not. They're the reason we have won a Premier League. How about you look here like that, you bellends? Yeah? They're the reason we have won a Premier League because David Moore, you know, all the ones before that in the Premier League didn't win us a Premier League trophy in them 30 years that we're gagging for, desperate for. You know, I mean, and I'm not sticking up for FSG by means. No, I've told people many times FSG need to sell up and leave. I'm not sticking up for them in any means. What I'm just getting annoyed with is people that talk bollocks, and it winds me up. It just winds me up to the nth degree because I can write something simply back that's full of facts, and they come back at you. Oh, you're a top red. You're a cancer of Liverpool Football Club. You're one of the reasons this club is always failing. Oh, okay, all right, numbnuts. Yeah, okay. Well, I'm the reason, am I? Oh, shut up, absolute twats. I'm getting sick and tired of it. Absolutely sick and tired. People need to do their own work. Liverpool Football Club spent as much money as Manchester United in the 90s and the early 2000s. In fact, if you add it all up, Liverpool spent more money than Man United in the 90s and the 2000s, yeah? And we didn't win jack. Didn't win jack in the Premier League. Yeah, we won the odd trophy here and that. The UEFA Cup, the FA Cup, the League Cup, things like that. But never came close to winning the Premier League. Never. Who are we blaming for that? Like, who do we blame for that? Yeah? We had one of the best managers in the world in Rafa Benitez at the time, won a European Cup in his debut season with a shambolic side, right? Went on a couple of years later, we had a midfield of Xabi Alonso, Mascherano, Stevie G. We had Torres up front. We had Ippy and Carragher at the back. Rayner in goal. We had a solid team. One jack shit. That team won jack shit. Jack shit. I never, ever hear people moan about it, though. All I ever hear is about, oh, Liverpool had the best midfield in the world. Oh, do you remember that midfield Liverpool had back then with Rafa? Oh, Alonso, Mascherano, Gerrard. Yeah, and I always turn around and go, what did they win? What did they win? What? Sorry? Say that again? I can't hear you over here. What did they... Jack shit! That's right. Jack shit. Yeah. It's just mad. And people don't... Do you know the reason? This is what winds me up about Liverpool fans today. They don't go on about that old era of football and talk about that old era of football, about winning things. They don't. They talk about the players we had. Oh, remember when we had Gerrard, Alonso, Mascherano? We were so good in that. We were so good. You know, that's all you ever hear. We were so good. I wish we had that midfield now. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, okay. Right. Yeah, that team won nothing. Yeah. You know, we're talking about... And then when you talk about Liverpool today, in the transfer market today, and it's about, well, I ain't going to win us anything. Them players, that's what winds me up. People, like, you do, I'll go, oh, Gravenberch should be a good signing for Liverpool. Really good signing for Liverpool. And then people reply to you, well, I ain't going to win you anything. What's Gravenberch going to win you? And I'm like, for fuck's sake, are we still not learned? Are we still sitting here not learning? You know, Learners FC, man. Learners FC. Mascherano, Alonso and Gerrard, easily our best midfield players in the Premier League era. There's no doubt about that. Never won anything for Liverpool Football Club. I hate that term. What is that player going to win you? What are you going to win with them players? What are you going to do with them players? Yeah, it does my head in. It just... It's ups and downs all the time, guys, and the Premier League is a difficult league to win. It's a difficult league to win. It's the most difficult league in the world to probably win is the Premier League because how rich it is, how many good players are in this league, how many good teams are in this league. You know, it's a tremendous league. It's the most exciting. It's the hardest. And of course, I want to win this league. Now, people go to me on social media, especially on Twitter, because that's the only social media I'm on. But on Twitter, everyone goes, "Oh, don't you want to win the Premier League?" No, no, mate, I don't want to win the Premier League. I just want to be part of it. I hate that term. Oh, don't you want to win the Premier League? No, I don't want to win the Premier League. In fact, I don't care. That's finished 12th every year. That's just finished 12th in the league every year. I don't give a shit about winning the Premier League. No, fuck it. No, I don't want to win it. No, fuck. What a stupid response. That's all you ever get. Oh, don't you want to win things? Yeah, I want to win things. I want to win everything. But at the same time, I'm also a realist. Yeah, a realist. How long has Liverpool been a football club? How long has Liverpool been a football club? 127 years? Whatever it is. Yeah? How many league titles we won? 19. So 127 years, we won 19 league titles. Well, the most successful is Man United with 20 league titles, and they've been running the same amount of years. You can't always guarantee you're going to win everything, guys. It's got to be some realism here. It's got to be some realism. It's just... we could put a team together. I'm not right. This is my expectations for next season. This is my expectations for next season. To get back in the top four. Our expectations next season should just be back into the top four. Yeah, we fell well behind. We finished 5th. Yeah, would I like a title challenge? Of course I would. Yeah, maybe the title challenge will be a lot tighter next season between a lot of teams. Maybe City are going to be the clear front runners. Then you got Newcastle's, Man United's, Arsenal's, Liverpool's, Chelsea, all in the mix. Yeah, all in the mix. It might be a real tight thing. I don't think anyone's going to run away with anything next year. Man City possibly could run away with things, but the way it's looking at the moment, Arsenal are going to be a better side. City are going to be a better side, maybe. You know, with the City thing, it all depends what they do in the transfer window. They're going to lose. They're going to looks like with Man City, they're going to lose Gundogan and Bernardo Silva. Now, for me, losing them two in one window, in midfield especially, it'd be hard for Man City to replace. I think if we didn't buy McAllister, I honestly do believe City would have replaced Gundogan with McAllister. I really do. So I'm glad we got McAllister through the door. So when you look at City's options in midfield, you know, it's quite sparing at the moment. So, you know, Walker might be leaving Man City. He's 32 now. You know, Cancelo's leaving Man City. You know, Man City have got some players to bring in themselves. They got some business to do. So we have to see how they cope next season. Arsenal, they're going to spend 225 million. Good luck to them. No, I don't care. Good luck to them. Have a great season. Do what you can. Yeah. Try and squeeze the gap because everyone's got to do it. Everyone has got to close the gap on Manchester City. It ain't just down to Liverpool. It's down to the rest of Europe to catch Man City. Yeah, everyone's got to do it. Chelsea just signed Nkunku officially. That's done. Liverpool again. Liverpool fans on Twitter are losing their minds. Oh, why didn't we get Nkunku? Why didn't we get Nkunku? Oh, he's the player we need. Is he? Is he? Is everyone watching him? Is everyone watching him? Or are we just going on little snippets that you've seen? FIFA virgins, Football Manager virgins, going, oh, that's the player we need. Let's see, man. Let's see. Let's see what happens there. Yeah? Let's just see what happens there. It's just, look, this team is just, there's quality in this Liverpool side. There is no doubt about it. No doubt about it. Dead ball knowledge, says D Rose. Dead ball knowledge. Dead ball knowledge. Okay. I don't watch Nkunku every week, my friend. Yeah. If you watch Nkunku every week, let me know. Is he going to score more goals than Cody Gakpo next season? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know, my friend. Let me know. Because if you watch him every week, Literally, if you watch him every week, right, and you're sitting at your TV screens and not watching your team play football and ignoring all the English football and are just his watching him every week, let me know. Let me know how many bad games he has. Let me know his skill set. Let me know, when he drops in performance, what's it like? What's he like as a player when his performance drops a bit? Is he a floater? Does he let games pass him by a bit? Is he always active? Does he pick up the ball deep in midfield? Does he get it and turn with long strides, attacking forward? Head up, looking for balls around him. Does he get in the box and finish? Is he great at long shots? Come on, ball knowledge expert, tell me. God's sake. I get sick of all this absolute bullshit all the time. And Darwin Nunez, I've already spoke about Darwin Nunez. Darwin Nunez is a player that don't suit Liverpool system. I'm with you on that one. He don't suit Liverpool system. Do I think he's a bad footballer? No. I don't think he's a bad footballer at all. But he doesn't suit Liverpool system. I've said this time and time again with players. Paul Pogba is a tremendously gifted footballer. He struggled at Man United because he didn't have a system that suited him or a coach that helped him coach. Very gifted footballer, Paul Pogba. You get him in the right areas of the pitch, in the right situation, in the right setup, like he does with, when he won the World Cup with France. Paul Pogba looked amazing. When he was at Juventus alongside the players he was at Juventus and the team was built around him to, in the right system for him, he looked amazing. Now, when he went to Man United, his career's gone downhill because he was in a team that don't suit him. I reckon Raheem Sterling in any other team last season, apart from Chelsea, probably would have looked far better because he would have been in a system that suited him. Sometimes players are not all that bad. I think I remember. What's the fullback from Spain that we used to have, guys? What's the fullback from Spain that we used to have that went to Real Madrid and absolutely did bits? He went to Real Madrid and he was right back. Arbeloa, that's it. Arbeloa. We had Arbeloa at Liverpool. I remember my friends hating Arbeloa. Not a lot of people liked Arbeloa. Not a lot of people rated him. Yeah. And then he went off we sold him to Real Madrid. Real Madrid put him in that right back for them. And he was their right back for a few years and did bits. Sometimes players are good footballers, but they just don't suit the environment, the league, the system, what the manager wants them to do. There's a lot of that. So you have to make sure you get the right players in that suit the way you play. Now, I've said this. Darwin Nunez was a weird one because, yes, he's got ability. Yes, he can be a very good footballer. But he doesn't suit the way Liverpool play right now. Liverpool don't play the way he would want to play. He wants to play off the shoulder of a defender. He wants to run into space. We don't play that way. Klopp said it himself. He likes his forwards to be, defensive-minded forwards from the front. It's all about defending from the front. That's why we went and bought Cody Gakpo in January instead of a midfielder. When Klopp got interviewed about it, why did you buy a Gakpo instead of a midfielder? And he explained why. It's because of the positioning. The defensive work from the front was non-existent. So you can't press from the front. You can't press from the front if you've got no defensive-minded forwards. Mane did a great job defensively. Bobby Firmino done a great job defensively. Salah did a great job defensively. Last season, we only had Salah. Diaz was out injured all year. Jota was out injured all year. So Darwin didn't know how to do that job, and Klopp spoke about it. Darwin's got to improve in his defensive work in a forward area to win the ball back in high possession, keep the ball, let the midfield press and the defenders press forward and squeeze the life out of the opposition. Darwin can't do that at the moment. So it was a weird transfer, and I agree with you. It didn't make sense. It doesn't make sense at the moment. But hopefully it comes good and he learns how to play the Liverpool way. If you don't know how to play the Liverpool way, you let go. I'm not sentimental. I'm not sentimental FC. I'm Liverpool Football Club fan. I'm a fan of my football club. I support my football club. Yeah, through thick and thin, through shit and rain. I support my football club. I love my football club. I've got my family and my football club. That's all that I need in my life, guys. Literally. A- And if a player don't work and he's not working in the system that Liverpool want to play with, get rid. Let him go. It's just, for me, it's quite an easier thing to do. That's why Cody Gakpo plays the number 9 position, guys. That's why he plays the number 9 position, because Cody. What helps as well, that Cody understood what Klopp wanted. You know, Darwin don't look like he understands a single thing Klopp wants him to do. He looks lost. Yeah, but Cody came in because he speaks fluent English. He knew exactly what the manager wanted him to do. He could talk to him on the training ground when coaching, and on match days, he knew exactly what the manager wanted him to do. So he played that false 9 position, and he played it well. 7 goals since January, playing that false 9 position, a position that's brand new to him. You know, he's a left winger by trade, and now he's playing false 9 for the Dutch team as well. So I don't know if Klopp's just stumbled on something here, where Cody Gakpo is just a number 9 now. He played that false 9 for the Dutch team, playing false 9 for Liverpool. Maybe Cody Gakpo's position has just changed. The rumours are that Darwin Nunez is going to get the number 9 shirt of Bobby coming next season, which tells you that's the case. Klopp believes in Darwin, because I don't think Klopp would be giving Darwin the number 9 shirt if he didn't believe in him. So if he's giving him that number 9 shirt, he believes in Darwin Nunez, which means Darwin Nunez has got to work his arse off, guys. If Darwin Nunez don't work his arse off, then that man is in trouble. It's as simple as that. You know, it's just get these players in, man. Just do the business. Just do the business. And everyone's rattled on the internet. Oh, Arsenal doing this, Liverpool not doing that. Let's talk about Gravenberch, because I think Gravenberch can be a good little find. I really do. I've got other things to talk about as well. This situation with Chelsea and Saudi Arabia needs to be spoke about. It just needs to be spoke about. Um, Let me get this Gravenberch stuff. Like, I've got some news on this. So, Ryan Gravenberch has been one of the many names that have been linked with a move to Liverpool this summer, and then speculation around the player has led to his current club's president now speaking out about his future. Speaking to Blind, Herbert Hayner, is it? Said, in my opinion, he's an incredible talented player. That's why we brought him. He's got more playing time towards the end of the season. Not really. I'm sure he'll get more playing time in the future. It seems then, as many have already expected, the future of the Dutchman does lie at Bayern Munich, and he's going to give it another go in the Bundesliga club next season. It was obvious that the 21-year-old was disappointed he only started in 9% of the league games in the last campaign. It's an interesting one, because that's what they're saying there. They don't look. They're not going to come out on TV and say, "Oh yeah, we don't want Gravenberch. Yeah, he's free to go." I mean, that'd just be madness. Other links to him: Jurgen Klopp receives the green light in Gravenberch. Liverpool are pushing to sign Ryan Gravenberch from Bayern Munich this summer, with the player open to the exit from the Bundesliga giants. Gravenberch joined Bayern in a £21 million move from Ajax last summer, but enjoyed a frustrating debut season in Germany, with Joshua Kimmich and Leon Goretzka blocking his path to the starting lineup. The 21-year-old only played 32 times across all competition, yet 5 of those came from the starting lineup. Bayern recently announced the signing of Konrad Laimer from RB Leipzig on a 4-year deal, prompting Gravenberch to clarify that any updates in the future will be delivered after the European Under-21 Championships, which can conclude in early July. Man United have also been credited with an interest in the midfielder, as the Red boss Erik ten Hag gave the player his debut at Ajax and helped develop his talents. However, Liverpool's interest is believed to be more advanced, with the club set to back Jurgen Klopp's wishes this transfer window. And then the Bayern president goes on to talk about what we just spoke about. So that's the Gravenberch news now. That's the that's the Ryan Gravenberch stuff right now. So look, is Gravenberch going to come to Liverpool? I don't know. Would I be mad on it? No. Is he going to be a player that comes in and makes us go back to competing with City again next season? Maybe not. But we do have to look to the future as well. I know everyone wants us to be back and flying next season, and I do as well, guys. I really do. It's not what I'm going to say here. But we got to make sure we're there next year, the year after, the year after that, and the year after that. That's the way we got to do it. Yes, I want the player for today, but I also want the player for tomorrow. And if Gravenberch is available and Liverpool can get a deal done on it, go and buy him because he is a talented boy. I think everyone forgets about his talents. Yeah, when he was at Ajax, a lot of people were chatting him up, man. He was highly thought of. Look, he was highly thought enough of to be bought by Bayern Munich. We need to be. He was high enough thought of to be being bought from Bayern Munich, but it's just not worked out for him. Now they've gone and got Konrad Laimer. It looks like Joshua Kimmich is staying at Bayern Munich now. He's not going nowhere. Goretzka is staying at Bayern Munich. He's not going anywhere. So the path for Gravenberch to play, it's going to be harder and harder for him, especially the way Thomas Tuchel plays. Thomas Tuchel plays that more defensive mindset in his game. So I just don't see Gravenberch getting much game time under Thomas Tuchel at Bayern Munich. He's got Konrad Laimer there now. He's got Kimmich there. He's got Goretzka. They're all in front of him. Go and buy him. He goes straight into our team. Let's face it. Klopp wants to play with mobility, guys. Klopp wants to play with mobility in his midfield. We can't play with mobility at the moment because we've got Thiago, Fabinho and Henderson. How the hell can we play with mobility? Like literally, guys. How can we play with any mobility when you've got them guys taking up spots? So look, Gravenberch gives us more mobility in midfield. McAllister gives us more mobility in midfield. So it's an upgrade. My problem is we're not letting any midfielders go. And I keep saying this, and people keep telling me, Jamie, what you on about? We let so-and-so go, and Naby Keita left, and Oxlade-Chamberlain left. They're replacing them. No, they're not. They never played football. You're replacing someone with no one. You're replacing fresh air. I keep saying this, and no one keeps listening. All right? The problem with our midfield last season is that it had no mobility and no legs and no athleticism in midfield, right? The way Jurgen Klopp wants to play was with a high press, counter pressing, winning the ball backs in high areas, and getting the team pushed up, right? You want to play like that? We couldn't last season because of the players we had in Henderson, Thiago, and Fabinho, mostly playing at that role in midfield, yeah? So what we got to do? We're replacing fresh air. Oxlade-Chamberlain and Naby Keita being replaced who never played. So say we buy a McAllister and Gravenberch, say, yeah? And say there's one game a couple of games next season where Gravenberch and McAllister ain't available, or one of them's not available, and say McAllister's on the bench. Well, guess what? We got a midfield of Henderson, Thiago, and Fabinho. Nothing changed. Nothing changed. Nothing. People keep telling me, oh, James, I keep telling everyone, get more midfielders in that people want. People want this midfield rebirth, yeah? People want this brand new midfield at Liverpool Football Club. It's not going to happen if you keep the slow, old, injured, no good footballers anymore. How's it going to happen? Fabinho's still there. Henderson's still there. Thiago's still there. How's it going to happen? You got Stefan Bajcetic, who's out injured at the moment. He's going to come back. You got Curtis Jones there. That's 5. You got Harvey Elliott. That's 6. You got McAllister. That's 7. And then a new transfer, which would probably be Gravenberch. That's 8. That's 8 midfielders. We played with 3. We played with 3. As I keep saying. And everyone keeps telling me, it's all this and that. And City played with the same 5 midfielders all season. They played with the same 5 midfielders all season. Arsenal pretty much played with the same 5 midfielders all season. Newcastle pretty much the same 5 or 6 midfielders all season. Yeah? Why do we need 8 midfielders? Get rid of the old, useless shit and bring in fresh and new. It's as simple as that. Got to get on Trent as well. Big average mode. Trent probably going into midfield. That's another new thing. So that's 9 midfielders. You know what? I'm not saying the club. Look, I agree with everyone in the chat. I would go and get 3 or 4 midfielders in the summer, and that'd be it. I won't worry about getting a centre back and all that stuff just yet. Wait till January to get a centre back. Just go and get the 4 midfielders in this summer. That's what I would do. Go and get the 3 or 4 midfielders in and shift out the ones that I don't want to be there anymore. If I gave you a choice right now, guys, in the live chat right now, who would you rather keep as a Liverpool player for the next few years? Jordan Henderson or Stefan Bajcetic? Who would you guys keep? Stefan Bajcetic or Jordan Henderson for the next few years? Who would you rather keep? Let me know in the chat. Curtis Jones or Fabinho? Who would you rather keep? You know, for the next few years. We got to rebuild this squad properly. We've got to rebuild this squad properly. We're not rebuilding it properly, guys. Do you know what we're doing? We're doing some cheap plastic surgery on this midfield. Cheap plastic surgery on this midfield, yeah? I want to go to Mayfair. I want to go to the West End, to the private hospitals in Mayfair and West End and get the best plastic surgery done properly, yeah? Not us, though. Not Liverpool Football Club. What did Liverpool Football Club do? No, they go to Peckham Rye and go to a walk-in clinic to get their plastic surgery. That's what this Liverpool team do. Now, forget Mayfair. Forget the private hospitals in Mayfair and how expensive they are. They've got the best doctors in the world, but forget that. I'm going to go to Peckham Rye and go into a walk-in clinic at Peckham Rye and get my surgery done there. That's what Liverpool are doing. Peckham Rye standards. Peckham Rye standards, man. And it does my nut in. You know, we got to get the right players in and let the right players go. And guys, by the way, were we interested in letting any players go in this summer? Because if I can remember rightly, Liverpool offered a contract to Naby Keita. Right, I'm going to rewind something a minute. Let's rewind 10 minutes here. Let's just go down memory lane a little bit. Would this transfer window, would we be buying any midfielders this transfer window if everyone accepted their new contracts? Let me know in the chat right now. If Naby Keita accepted the contract we gave him, would he have stayed at this football club? If the football club didn't get in front of Jurgen Klopp and say no and blocked a new deal for James Milner, and Milner stayed at this football club, would Liverpool actually be out now buying new midfielders? No. We offered a new contract to Bobby as well, and he turned it down. Remember, Naby Keita turned down his offer. We offered Naby Keita a new contract. The wages were lower than his previous wage. That's why he turned it down. But we offered him a deal. We offered Naby Keita a deal. So if Naby Keita signed his new deal, Bobby signed his new deal, and the football club didn't get in Jurgen Klopp's way, and James Milner signed his new deal, would we be buying new midfielders right now? No. It's just... Oh, I know it's significantly lower because of it. They said it was significantly lower because of his injuries. But the fact is, Maverick, they offered him a deal. That's my issue. That's my issue. They offered Naby a deal. Why? So if we were offering all these players deals and they signed, would we be buying anyone? No. And this is my issue, guys. This is my blatant issue with this football club at the moment. We want a proper midfield rebuild. And the only reason we're getting a partial rebuild this summer is because a couple of midfielders left because they didn't re-sign their contract. Because they didn't re-sign deals, they left. So it opened up pathways to Liverpool to find two midfielders. Liverpool are only buying two midfielders this summer. And the reason Liverpool are only buying two midfielders this summer is because two of them left. Because there's no room in the squad. This is what I'm trying to say, guys. Why aren't people listening? Why? Yes, we should be going at FSG, but we should be going at the club as a whole. The fact that they tried to keep James Milner is a joke. The fact that Jordan Henderson, I love the guy. I got Hendo's book. For anyone, I'm not out in Hendo. I've got the man's book, right? I love the guy, but I'm not sentimental. The man's 33. He can't do what he used to do anymore. He's been at the club 12 years. Thank you, goodbye. Fabinho is 29. If you believe his passport. The man's 35 in football years. The man's dead. The man can't run. He's got no mobility. Can't get out. I've seen people permanently put in wheelchairs that have got more mobility than Fabinho in midfield. And we're sticking with him. Thiago can't stay fit. And I love Thiago. Thiago is a great footballer. Right? A great footballer. The man can't stay fit. And when we go start telling about Thiago, right? When we go actually start talking about Thiago properly and have the guts to say it, Thiago is the issue. He can't get over his injuries, yeah? He can't keep himself fit. It's down to him. All this stuff about Thiago, at the end of the day, there's a Regan Thiago. It's down to him. It's down to Thiago. He needs to start looking after himself better and stay away from injuries constantly. Yeah? He can't manage pain. He's obviously a very slow healer. He's obviously, when he feels pain, like Daniel Sturridge used to do, he just can't play. That's down to the player. Get rid. What are we doing here? Oh, we can't get rid of Thiago because he's so good. How many games a season does Thiago play? Around 20, Jamie. Oh, is that good enough? No, Jamie. Why do we want to keep him? Because it's Thiago. Does it make sense? No. What are we doing? What are we doing? We are sentimental FC. Sentimental FC. Like, everyone keeps going, Jurgen Klopp is sentimental. Jurgen Klopp is sentimental. The fan base is sentimental. Because us fans don't want no one to leave. It's just mental. I love Thiago as a footballer, guys. I really do. I really do. But he can't play. And I was watching channels yesterday and all that, and people were talking about Thiago and go, it'd be great to keep Thiago around for like 26 games next season. Would it? So you're a Man City fan right now. If you're a Man City fan right now, and you go, oh, Kevin De Bruyne is our best midfielder, right? But he can only play 20 games a season. Should we keep him? Pep would be like, no. Goodbye. If you can't play every week, I want Thiago to play every week. Thiago is so good as a footballer. I want him available every single week. What's wrong with me saying that? Why would I want my best midfielder available every week? If Thiago is available every week and never injured, I'd keep him. Yeah? Because he's our best midfielder by a country mile. Yeah? And he's playing every week. I want my best footballers in my football team to play every single week. If they can't play every single week and they're only playing 20 games a season, I don't care if they're God themselves. You leave our football club and we move on. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. Big honesty, I've got your super chat. I'll read it out in a second, man. It's just, I don't know what we're doing here. I don't know what we're doing. We've got players that are going to be in the same midfield next season. And all I'm going to hear next season is like, oh, this midfield's still shit. There weren't no midfield revamp. I thought we was having a midfield revamp. This is what's going to be next season. I thought we was improving our midfield. I thought we was having a midfield revamp. Why am I still seeing Henderson and Thiago in my midfield? Why are we still playing Thiago and Henderson in my midfield? Thiago's injured again. Oh, God. Thiago's injured again. Oh, we can't catch a break. I'll be sitting here like, yeah. Because we kept them. Because there was no revamp. Because we just replaced two players left on a free. Yeah? Two players that left on a free. And we bring two people in. Yeah? There is no revamp. There is no revamp. That is why we're only getting two midfielders, guys. That article yesterday. Thiago, Liverpool probably getting one more midfielder, and it's going to be either a Gravenberch or a Thuram or a Kone. They're the three players they're looking at. They want one of them three, yeah? I'd be like, whoa. Why are we only getting one of them three? Why aren't we at least getting two of them three? In fact, why aren't we getting all three of them? Why are we not getting all three of them? Yeah, I want all three. Give me Kone, give me Thiago, give me Thiago, give me Thuram, Kone, and Gravenberch. Give me all three. With McAllister, there's four midfielders. I'm happy. Because that means then, you have to get rid of someone. Liverpool Football Club would have to get rid of a Thiago. They'd have to get rid of a Fabinho. They'd have to get rid of a Hendo. They need to move on. But no, we're going to get probably a Gravenberch or Thuram, one of them two, with McAllister. Now, I'm happy with them two players because they're very good footballers and they're going to be good for the future. No doubt about it. But people are still going to moan and complain because they're going to see a midfield one day. I'm telling you, I wouldn't be surprised at the start of the season. We know our first game of the season now is away to Chelsea. Our first game of the season is away to Chelsea. If people don't think you're not going to see Fabinho and Henderson in that starting lineup away to Chelsea, then think again because that's happening. I'm telling you right now, I wouldn't even be surprised if McAllister is on the bench for that game. And he plays Thiago, Henderson and Fabinho. Would it shock anyone in the chat right now? You guys in the live chat right now, would it shock you that we went to Chelsea away in the opening game of our Premier League season and he started a midfielder, Thiago, Henderson and Fabinho? Because I'm telling you right now, that's 80% going to happen. That's 80% going to happen. And then people are going to go, oh, well, why don't we do this? Why don't we do that? Oh, why have we got this midfield still? I thought we had a midfield revamp. Yeah, we did have a midfield revamp. I told you. Instead of going to Mayfair and getting proper plastic surgery, we went to Peckham Rye Walking Clinic and got cheap plastic surgery. You know, our faces are falling off. We're peeling. You know, one side looks like it's just I look like Two-Face coming out of there. Do you know what I mean? That's what we revamped. That's the midfield we got now. Can't keep hold of all these players. Oh, keep hold of them. Yeah, Henderson's going to stay at Liverpool till he retires. Why? Why? Why is Henderson going to stay at Liverpool till he retires? Move him on. He's taken a squad position up. If Henderson stays at Liverpool till he retires, he would have been playing in the starting lineup longer than Stevie Gerrard. Let that just get into your system right now. Yeah? What are we doing? We play in a certain way. And as again, I'm not hating on Henderson. I love the guy, but we play in a certain way. And Henderson can't play that way no more. So why are we keeping players that no longer can do a job for us? That can no longer do a job for us. It makes no sense. I want fresh players in. I want proper plastic surgery in this midfield. Yeah? Proper plastic surgery, not Peckham Rye plastic surgery. Don't want to come out looking like Two-Face. Yeah? That's what we're going to do, man. Peckham Rye FC. That is what bloody Liverpool going to be called from now on. Yeah? Cheap plastic surgery. Do what we do. And this is what's annoying me. It's what annoying me constantly. It's what's annoying me constantly, guys. Big up for your super chats, guys. I'm going to read them in a sec. That's the thing that's just annoying me the most, guys. It really is, because we're replacing two players that left this football club because they didn't accept the contracts that Liverpool gave them. That is the only reason where two came in. McAllister might have come in because of the deal that McAllister was, so they might have squeezed McAllister in now. But I don't want to look. Curtis Jones, Stefan Bajcetic, yeah, right? I'd rather keep them two players ahead of Fabinho and Jordan Henderson right now. The reason is Curtis Jones can do more in this midfield than Jordan Henderson can right now. Yeah? He's more mobile. He wins the ball back. He's better in transition. He's better under the press. He's got better feet. He can at least run past the player. You know, he's got an eye for goal when needed. You know, I'd rather keep Curtis Jones for the future than Jordan Henderson. I'd rather keep Stefan ahead of Fabinho. But I don't want to be Stefan to be my main number 6 going forward. Go and buy a new number 6, yeah? Go and get Kone in. If you want Kone as your number 6, go and buy him in. Put him as your number 6 going forward. Yes, we might not win next season. Yes, we might just scrape into the top 4. But then the season after that, Kone's going to be far better. He's going to have a year in the league. He's going to be more improved. He's going to be a top quality player. McAllister's going to be even better. Tram's going to be even better. Gravenberch is going to be even better. Yeah? They've had a year under their skin, under the roof, under the coach and the Klopp, and they're going to be better the following year. But no, we're not going to do it that way, because we're going to keep hold of Henderson and Fabinho and Thiago, and then when it comes to Chelsea away at the beginning of the season in August the 14th or whatever it is, and I'm doing the watch along, and I'll bring you the team news an hour before kickoff, and I go, guess what, guys? You know we bought McAllister and Gravenberch. Well, they're on the bench, because Henderson, Fabinho and Thiago is your midfield for the opening day of the Premier League, and we're going to lose. Good night and goodbye. Who are we going to blame? Who are we going to blame them? Now, I'm hoping that don't happen. But I'm just going down the thing of, I know Klopp's loyalty, and I know how Klopp plays against big teams, yeah? I don't think Jurgen Klopp is going to throw all the brand new midfielders in straight away against Chelsea. I'll be shocked. McAllister might actually play. It wouldn't surprise me if Thiago's not fit in time and he plays McAllister, Hendo and Fabinho. That wouldn't surprise me. In fact, that he's probably going to be the starting midfield against Chelsea, right? He ain't going to throw them all in. He ain't, say we did get 3 midfielders somehow because we sold one. He ain't going to play all 3 midfielders. He's just not. He's not going to play all three midfielders against Chelsea because he needs time to bed them in. And also this pre-season starts in 3 weeks. Pre-season starts in 3 weeks. I swear Jurgen Klopp said he wanted everything back for pre-season before pre-season. He wanted everyone back in before pre-season, yeah? Well, he's got 3 weeks to get all these transfers done because we know what Jurgen's like. If he doesn't think they've had a good pre-season and not quite ready yet, he won't throw them to the wolves straight away. And I agree with that. You shouldn't throw them to the wolves straight away. But I'm willing to. I'm willing to wait, man. I'm willing to wait. I'm willing to wait. I know how this club runs. Would I like more proven midfielders? I mean, McAllister's a proven midfielder. He's not a potential buyer. McAllister's like 24. Just won the World Cup for Argentina this year in January, in Christmas time, late last year. Won the World Cup. Was arguably Argentina's best midfielder in that World Cup. Did bits to Brighton. He's ready-made. He's not a potential player. He's ready-made. Would I like another midfielder like McAllister to come in who's ready-made with that potential straight away? Yes. Right? But I know how this club runs. We try and get potential through the door that have got years at the football club that will be worth the money. I understand it. So, I don't mind Gravenberch coming in. I don't mind Kone coming in. I don't mind Trammell coming in. And we have a season where we just scrape top 4 and get back into the top 4. But the year after that, then 4 players are a year older, a year more experienced, and have so much more potential. So I don't mind buying potential. I really don't. I really don't mind buying potential. Big up, Bage. How you doing, mate? Big up to you, man. I like potential. What has annoyed Liverpool fans in the last few years is that we don't buy the potential. I know Liverpool fans, you guys in the chat today, you guys get annoyed that you don't buy potential. Well, Enzo, Faisal. No, McAllister was better than Enzo in the World Cup by a country mile. I didn't even think Enzo was that good in the World Cup. Apart from that goal he scored, I thought he was quite poor in the World Cup. I don't mind the potential thing, guys. I really don't. And we always argue about not buying potential. I know you guys in the chat are going, why aren't we buying them young guys? Why aren't we going to get the young guys in at 20 of the ages of 20, 21, 22? Why aren't we getting them players in? Let's go and get them in so we've got potential for the future. So we haven't got these issues in next year or the year after. That's what we should be doing. That's, in my opinion, that is what we should be doing. We should be going to get potential. Because this club needs to... We can't be stuck here in 2 to 3 years' time going, right, we've still got Hendo. He's 36 now. We've got Hendo. He's 36. We still got Fabinho. He's 42 now, in football years. We can't be there in 3 years' time still with them 2 same players. Thiago signs a new deal and he's still there. What are we going to do then? All right, we've still got these 3 players, but so we're going to be lagging behind again year after year. This is what I mean, guys. We're going to always be lagging behind every single year with our midfield until all these players have left the football club. Yeah, we're always going to be lagging behind. Get all the potential in now. Look what Arsenal did, yeah? Look what Arsenal done. Arsenal got all the young potential in their team now, yeah? The last couple of years. And then this season, they almost went and won the league because of that young potential. Because it got more experience year after year after year after year. Our midfield needs that. Like it or not, our midfield needs that. It needs that potential year in, year out. And if you go and get a Gravenberch, a Kone, and a Thuram, along with McAllister, you've got 4 midfielders there that is set for the next 5 years, that can grow together, that can get better together, that can improve together. that get us set for the next 5 years. And then around that, we can go and buy other players around that. Oh, we need him there, him there, him there, and buy other players around that and build a really strong midfield unit. But in 2 to 3 years' time, if we still got a Hendo and a Fabinho at our club, unfortunately, they're taking spots up in the squad. And it's going to be harder. We're always going to be that year behind in our midfield area. You know what I mean? Let me read out these super chats because there's a few coming. Big up honesty. Thank you very much, my friend. If I'm Liverpool, I would go and get Gravenberch, Thuram, Conan, Van de Ven because we need the depth. Remember, Hendo and Fabinho are on decline. Exactly. Henderson, Fabinho, Gaya, Salah, Van Dijk, Matip. Easy on the Salah stuff, my friend. But big up to you for the super chat. Big up Gang Deep, my man. How you doing? Thiago's the only senior midfielder I'll keep because he offers something different dimension to our game. No other player at Liverpool opposite. We bolster the midfield in using sparingly like we would have hashtag game changer. Big up Gang Deep. I agree. Look, I understand that sentiment. I really do. And statement. I do get it. I just feel like if Klopp's going to play a particular way next season, which is Klopp said it before the season finished. He's not going away from counter pressing in his system. His system is still going to be about counter pressing, which means you have to play a high line. So if we're still going to be playing counter pressing next season with a high line, for me, Thiago don't suit that, and he's just going to get injured all the time because he has to run around so much. But I do get you going to do. Big up to you, man. We need a fullback too. Big up, man. I can't pronounce your name, my friend, because I believe is that Japanese or Mandarin. I can't pronounce. I can't read it, but big up to you, my friend. We need a fullback too. Yeah, we certainly do. We certainly do. I agree. I just saw something from Bajan. Let me get to that in a minute, Bajan. Big up, Lewis. What annoys me is that we are so far behind other teams that we don't sign players to improve. It makes zero sense. That's what I've been saying, man. This is what my whole outburst is. This is what my whole outburst is about. You know, we're on about midfield revamp, and if we're only getting 2 midfielders in because only 2 midfielders left, yeah, 2 senior midfielders left. They weren't kids. There were senior midfielders in Oxlade-Chamberlain and 3 left. 3 left. Milner, Ox, and Keita. But they tried to renew Keita's contract and Milner's contract. Ox, they were happy with leaving, yeah? I don't think they even attempted to sign Ox to a new deal. So Ox are happy about leaving, but we know for a fact they offered Milner and Naby Keita a new deal. So I think Ox is always going to leave. So I think McAllister would have been bought anyway to replace Oxlade-Chamberlain. But if they could, and if they did, and Milner and Keita signed new deals, I think McAllister would have only been our midfield signing this summer, if that was the case. But I think we're going to get 2 in to replace them 2 midfielders and to replace Milner and Naby. But as I said, I think the midfield next season against Chelsea in the opening day of the season will more likely be Fabinho, Hendo, and McAllister. And Twitter will melt. If that is the opening midfield game on the game of the season, if that is the midfield 3, with Trent also coming into midfield from that fullback area, Twitter is going to go ballistic. And then you go here, I thought we had a revamp. No revamp, just cheap plastic surgery, man. Peckham Rye Walk-in Clinic, as I keep saying, man. That's what it was. Peckham Rye Walk-in Clinic. Big up, Albert. Albert, calling shows tomorrow night, man. 7 p.m. 7 p.m. tomorrow night, my friend. 7 p.m. tomorrow night. Yeah, I know the 3 left, but I'm not counting Ox because the reason the Ox thing, they never offered Ox a new deal. So I think McAllister would have been Ox's replacement in a way. And if we kept the other, and they tried to keep Milner and they tried to keep Naby, yeah. So if they kept them two, I think we'd have got McAllister anyway. That's why I think they'll only buy one midfielder. That's why they only buy one midfielder. And the Milner situation, we've already seen by Paul Joyce saying that Henderson is seen as James Milner's replacement next season. So we're replacing James Milner within the football club. Can you believe that? Only this football club, only Liverpool Football Club operate like this. We are replacing a 37-year-old midfielder that left on a free with a 33-year-old midfielder that has been at our club already for 12 years and can't do it anymore. So we're replacing within. So Milner's gone. Henderson is the new Milner. So why? What? Oh my God. So there is no revamp. There is no revamp. The revamp is a myth. It's PR. It's bollocks. It's bullshit. It's bollocks. It's bollocks, 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 bollocks. There is no revamp. None. Hendo is taking Milner's role. The inverted revamp. That's a good one, Captain Sal. I'm just hoping I'm wrong, right? The transfer window's been open 1 week. I'm hoping I am completely wrong on this, yeah? And Liverpool go and buy 4 midfielders, yeah? And revamp this whole midfield. And I'm sitting here and I apologise live and there and go, I was completely wrong. Liverpool have done a massive one here. Big up to the owners. Big up to the football club. I was completely wrong. Because I do that. I don't care if I'm wrong on things. I know there's a lot of people who go, they hide they hide behind the things that they're wrong on because they can't bear a bit. I don't care if I'm wrong, guys. In fact, I hope I'm wrong. Guys, I hope I'm wrong. I hope this club do a madness this summer and go and get all the big players in. Go and get 3 or 4 midfielders in. We have a proper midfield revamp. I'll be well happy. I'll be well over the moon. I'll do a chat. I'll do a video the next day going, I was wrong. Don't give a shit. You know that, what's the date today? On June 20th of June at 1:10 in the afternoon, UK time, go back to it. I'll go, I was wrong on that day. I was wrong. I did a video that day, raving and raging, and I was wrong. Liverpool revamped. They found out they had money. They went to that West End, that Mayfair private hospital and got proper surgery. Yeah, proper surgery. Yeah, I'm hoping I'm wrong, man. You know, I'm hoping I'm wrong. I'm hoping I'm wrong. I'm hoping I'm wrong. Honestly, Jamie, I don't know what's wrong at Liverpool, but I'm sick and tired of the way we do business. We should move better. Get rid of old players like Hendo. He can't make us better. I agree, Mulsheen. I agree. I agree. And I'm not dissing Hendo. As I keep saying, got the man's book. I love the guy. I do actually love Jordan Henderson, yeah? I thank him for his service to this football club. You know, he's been a great servant to his football club and a great captain. I probably like Jordan Henderson more than most Liverpool fans do. What I am saying is I'm not a Jordan Henderson super fan. You know, I don't support Jordan Henderson. I support Liverpool Football Club. And what I can see from the way Liverpool Football Club are at the moment, the way Jurgen Klopp wants to play football, because Jurgen has said he's not changing his system. Counter-pressing is the way to play and the way to win games, and that means playing with a high line to counter-press. You can't play counter-pressing football without a high line. So that's the way we're going to play, which means you need mobility in midfield. Jordan can't give us that mobility no more in midfield. So what is the point of keeping a player that can no longer do the job the manager wants him to do? That just seems insane to me. That just seems insane to me. That's like getting a dog and try and making it a cat. You know, you go and get a dog from a vet, a pet shop. Oh, I got this lovely dog, but I didn't want a dog. I didn't want a dog. I don't know why I bought a dog. I didn't want it. I wanted a cat. So now with this dog, I'm going to have to try and make it look like a cat. Yeah, someday I have to do this. I'm going to have to shave it. I'm going to add whiskers on it. I'm going to put a longer tail. I'm going to put some sharp claws on the fucker. Yeah, I've got to make this dog a cat now because I actually wanted a cat, but I've got a dog. That's like keeping Henderson around. It don't make sense, man. Makes no sense. Makes no sense. Just, and I know what people are going to say. There's going to be comments at the end of this video later today. There's going to be people commenting at the bottom of the video. Please do comment at the bottom of the video, guys. I like reading your comments. But there'll be comments at the end of this video in a couple of hours' time. I'll go back, read them. People will be like, you need to keep Hendo around for experience. Do I? Do I? Because what's the point of a manager then? What's the point of a manager? Shouldn't the manager be the one that gives the players experience and like improves players, coaches players? Now, why do I need to keep a player around just for experience? Why do I keep a player around just for experience? I might as well go and get a 70-year-old wife then, right? I might as well go and get if that's what people want. They want experience, yeah. You want to keep a player for experience. I might as well go and get a 70-year-old wife because she has banged for 50 years. Yeah, she's been banging for 50 years, so she's more experienced. But guess what? I don't want that because that's disgusting. Yeah, I don't want experience. I love my wife. I'm happy with my wife. I don't want experience. I don't want an experience, this and experience that around me. No, give me a manager who's great at coaching. Give me a manager that's great at coaching. That's what I want, that coaches these players. Give me a manager that's great at coaching these players. Let's give me that. Give me that. I don't need all this experience all over the shop. You know you can be experienced and young at the same time, yeah? People do realise that, yeah? You don't have to be experienced and be 33, right? You can be a young experience. Like Trent. Trent's 25. I would say Trent is experienced, yeah? Trent's been at the football club a long time. He knows what the club's about. He'll pull the younger guys apart. He'll pull the younger guys in, talk to the younger guys. You're telling me the younger guys wouldn't be looking up to someone like Trent at 25? Of course they would. So why do I need to keep a 40-year-old who's experienced around the football club? That makes no sense to me. None. Don't knock it till you tried it, Jamie. Ask Wayne Rooney. Look, rebuilds take a lot of time. As I've been telling people, I don't expect everything to be done in one transfer window at all. I don't think you can't expect everything to be done in one transfer window, but I expect a little bit more. That's all. You know, because it just worries me going forward because I know what this football club's like. I know what we're like as a club, how we like to keep around experienced players, you know, constantly. Look, Klopp, I think players have a date where they go past their due date with certain managers. So a manager can have a group of players for so long, yeah, and can take them so far, but then that group of players start to, you know, get worse, tire, get exhausted, and need to move on. You know, we've had, you know, Trent's been running for years under Klopp. Robbo's been running years under Klopp. Virgil's been running years under Klopp. Fabinho's been running years under Klopp. Hendo, years. You know, these players are starting to feel effects, especially the ones that are getting in their 30s. Look at Virgil. He's 31 now. He's starting to feel that being run down constantly. And I'm not blaming the manager with this. I'm saying managers take players and do the best they can with them players. And yes, all managers run players into the ground eventually. That is the nature of it, yeah? Because they're trying to win things with these players. And then what happens is then players are run into the ground and you get rid. You go, I don't need that player now. That player's done for me. That player's been a great servant for me, but I need to move on. I need to freshen this up. That's what I'm on about. Freshening this up. I just worry that if we get only 2 midfielders in, how much game time they go to play. Do I trust them to play over Thiago, Hendo and Fabinho a lot? No. Do I think Hendo and Fabinho will go to play a lot of football again next season? Yeah. That's my worry on it. That's my worry on it. Do I want to see Stefan coming through? Yes. I think Stefan as a youngster has got exceptional ability and potential, but it's got to be looked after. I don't want to burn him out. We look like we already burnt him out and he injured himself. You got Curtis Jones there, who's a great squad player. I'm not saying the first teamer, but if Curtis Jones can do next season how he finished this season, Curtis Jones is a good squad player to have around the ground. We got to move forward, but I'm hoping in the weeks to come, Liverpool will do some business and business will start to be done. I just don't expect it to be a massive transfer window now. At the beginning of the transfer, at the end of the season, I did think we'd have a massive window. But as it's going on, I'm starting to think now, what players I look like they're leaving this football club? Have we put any players up for sale? Have we told any players that... Jamie, you want to do a bit with this? Have we told any of the players that they're free to leave this football club? The transfer window's open now. Are we going to sell Matip? If we're going to sell Matip, we need to bring a defender in. We're letting Nat Phillips go. We're letting Kelleher go. Are we letting any other midfielders leave this summer? Are we thinking about maybe letting Thiago go? If Saudi Arabia come calling, are we going to go, all right, take Thiago and we go and get another midfielder then? I'm trying to think of what players are actually going to leave this football club in the first team squad. And I'm not on about just a youth team or youth team players that are leaving Liverpool because they're not part of the first team squad. The first team match day squad, yeah? The 25 to 30 players that are in the match day first team squads. How many of them are going to be leaving this summer that ain't run out of contract? How many are we budging to get rid of? Because as I said, we try to keep Naby and we try to keep Milner. So keeping Naby and Milner, does that tell me that we never really had any intentions of buying anyone? And now we've got to buy people because we've let a few go. That's all I'm asking. That's all I'm asking. That's all I'm asking. Why are we not the only club getting offers from Saudi? Right, let's talk about the Saudi Arabia thing quickly before I leave. I think I had another super chat from Honesty. Big up Honesty. Jamie, do you think the Barella rumours are true? Because apparently LFC made a £65 million bid, but Inter wants 90 million because of the rumours are picking up. Look, what I've seen of Barella, I'm still not too sure. I keep saying this, and people come for me all the time. I think Barella is a technically beautiful player. I really do. I just don't know if he suits completely what Liverpool want to do in midfield. I think we might take away from Barella's main game if we make him do what Klopp wants him to do in midfield. I think you take away a bit of Barella's game. And if you go do that, you might as well go and buy someone cheaper who'd be more willing to do what Klopp wants him to do. If that makes sense. But yeah, he's a tremendous player. Look, we need players in, man. I'll still take him over everyone. But yeah, the call-in show is tomorrow night at 7 p.m, guys. Make sure you are tuning in for that because I've got a feeling it might be a little bit lively. I've got a feeling it might be a little bit lively. So make sure you do call in tomorrow at 7 p.m. for the call-in show. Saudi Arabia stuff. Look, so there's things on Saudi that's a bit. It's a bit. I don't know where to put this without getting done. I'd have to put alleged on all my comments. So everything I'm going to say is alleged. Yeah, on all my comments. I'm not going to. I'm gonna have to be careful what I'm saying here. Let me see. Um, so Koulibaly is 32 years old tomorrow, and he's Chelsea's second highest earner. No one wanted him, but Saudi Arabian's government are buying him to protect their investment in Chelsea. 30 million for a 32-year-old that nobody wants on bumble wage. If you can't see it, you're an ostrich. That is what someone tweeted today about the situation. Now, there's rumor, there's alleged rumors. I'm going to put alleged on everything, so I can't get done here. It's all alleged. Anyone watching me, I'm alleging. Alleged. Right. There's rumors that Saudi Arabia, I think it's Clears Lake or something like that. I think it's called Clears Lake. Albert, I think it's an American company. So Albert or Bajan might be able to help me with this. I think it's called Clears Lake. But apparently the Saudi Arabia owns 60% of Clears Lake. And Clears Lake is the investment firm that is investing into Todd Bowley's Chelsea team. So there's the connection. There's the James not being a wimp. there's the connection. There's the connection. So if it's true or not, I'm not sure. It's correct, yeah. That's correct, yeah. Oh, big up. See, I did. I'm trying to be careful here. I'm trying to be as careful as I can. So if Clear Lake is in a company in America, I believe, that is owned 60% by the Saudi Arabian government, that is now owns Newcastle as well. So their investors at Newcastle basically invest into Chelsea. And then Chelsea are sending players back to Saudi Arabia to protect themselves from FFP. That is mad. Allegedly. That is mad if true. That's if that's true, man. If that's true, that's just mad. It's 5%. Okay, even 5%. You know, if that 5% is like hundreds of millions, it's still a lot. Do you know what I mean? That's just mad. So, Clear Lake, who've got an investment with Chelsea Football Club, have the Saudis have whatever percentage in Clear Lake, and it's the government that's doing it. Also own Newcastle United, and now they're Super Premier League. Chelsea are selling players to protect them from FFP because Chelsea needed to sell players this summer. Otherwise, they were going to be in trouble with financial fair play with their wage structure at the football club because their wage structure is far too high. They needed to get rid of players, but no one wanted to buy Koulibaly because he's 32 and shit, right? No one wanted to buy him, but all of a sudden, Saudi Arabia buy him for 30 mil. Same company that has a percentage in Clear Lake that Chelsea use, and Newcastle United are the own. Oh my God! I know it's not illegal. I'm not saying anything there. They can still come for you. I know it's not illegal or anything like that. But it's just balmy. It's just mad. It's getting your head all around this stuff, ain't it? It's like it's getting your head around all this stuff. And you wonder why teams like Real Madrid, Barcelona, and Juventus want the European Super League. You wonder why. It's balmy. Like I said earlier, I said this yesterday. If the Saudi Super Premier League or whatever they're going to be called, the Saudi Super League or whatever it is, want to start a mega rich football league, go for it. I've got no problem with it whatsoever. They got money to burn. You know, they're not going to run out of money like China did. They got unlimited wealth. Go and make a powerful football league in Saudi Arabia. Why not? All the leagues should do it. MLS, Premier League, everyone should invest into their own country in investing into football. Go for it. It's the greatest sport in the world. Go for it. I've got no problem with it. So anyone coming at me about Saudi Arabia and football, I ain't got shit. I don't give a shit. Go for it. Do what you want. My problem is these little things here and now, like Clear Lake as a percentage of ownership from the Saudi government, I believe, that own Newcastle, and they're investing to Chelsea. So basically, Newcastle invest into Chelsea and into Newcastle. So it's just that's where I'm a bit mad. Koulibaly is Muslim, Jamie, obviously makes sense. Yeah, but England's not a Muslim country, and he moved here, my friend. I don't know if it's got anything to do with that. I just think it's easier for them. So again, I've got nothing wrong with Saudis, the Qataris, whoever you want, whoever you are, America, Australia, whoever it is has got unlimited wealth and wants to build up their own football league in their country, go for it. It's the greatest sport on earth. If people want to go to them leagues and play for all that money, go. Don't give a shit. As I was saying, I don't care about all that. My thing is the other sort of stuff. I'm saying with Liverpool, and I've said this for a while, if you got owners like FSG and they try and get people in to invest into their football club, and then them investors put in all the money to buy footballers while FSG put no money in for me, that is a form of cheating. That's a form of cheating because you've got owners that own the football club, the majority share of the football club, and they put no money into the football club, but very, 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 very rich benefactors come in and spend the money on the football club but don't own the football club. For me, that's a kind of cheating. So I'm going to be up straight with all this. If Liverpool did that, for me, that's cheating. So I don't know where football's at, man. I literally don't know where we are with football. I think this might keep happening. I think money just talks, as Nicola said. Money talks, man. Money talks. And, go for it. Go for it. Like, use it. If Saudi want players, man, if I'm Premier League teams and Saudi are coming for your players, ask for as much money as you possibly can. That's what I'd say. Ask for as much money as you probably can. Like Ruben Neves has gone to Saudi Arabia. He's 26 years old. I don't think Ruben Neves ever comes back to Europe now because he's going to Saudi Arabia on 300 grand a week. Yeah, 300 grand a week. All right. Do you know how much he'd have to pay to come back to England after that? No one's going to give him that contract. But big up to Ruben Neves. He's making money, man. That man's going to be living over there, living the life. Big up to Neves. He's going to be living the life. He's going to be sitting in sun-soaked beaches, chilling. He's going to have women round him. He's going to have money to burn. He's just partying. He's living life. 300k a week. Go for it, man. If you can do it, go for it. But as I said, I've got no worries about people, whoever they are, running their own leagues. As I said, football is the greatest sport on earth. Saudi Arabia want their own Super League. Go for it. Qatar want theirs. Go for it. Australia, America, wherever. Go for it. Invest all your money and try and make it happen. China tried. Go for it. Don't care. But if you're not, as Fozzie says, you're not fit enough to own a football club, what's the point? That is my issue. If FSG get investors to come into the football club, that then them investors heavily invest into the football club on transfers, while our owners put no money in whatsoever, for me, that's a form of cheating. So I'd be against that as well, guys. So I'm coming against my own team. So no one can come at me at this. I'm going against my own team at there as well. So, yeah, and Saudi Arabian money is tax-free, apparently. Just tax-free. Tax-free. If he was on 300 grand in the UK, I think it's 40%. If you earn $1 million a year, you get taxed 40%. If you get $1 million a year, you're taxed 40%. And in the UK, you get your tax is automatically taken out your wages. I know in America, I don't know, guys in America, you might be able to tell me more on this. I don't think your wages automatically get taxed. in this country, your wages automatically get taxed. So you don't have to do anything about it unless you're self-employed. But if you work for anyone, you get PYE. Footballers get PYE, so PAYE. So their tax is automatically taken out. But yeah, can you imagine having tax-free? It's because Muslims can't tax. It's a form of cheating. There you go. I don't know anything about that sort of stuff. So big up Fozzie, big up everyone for letting me know about that sort of stuff. I don't know about that part of the world. I don't know how it works. So, yeah. If you're self-employed, no, but if not, taxed at source. Oh, you are taxed at source. I'll quit. Quality. Canada at their wages, it's 52%. Wow. So, yeah, $1 million. So, yeah. So, if for Nunez and Neves, to come back to the UK to earn equivalent what he's been earning in Saudi, you'd have to pay him 450 to 500 grand a week because it'd be taxed off, and then he'd pick up roughly the same amount he was on at Saudi. So he's never been seen again. He's going for the time of his life. Good luck to him. Go and get your retirement, my man. Go and get your retirement package. I bet he couldn't believe the offer. I bet he's sitting there with his wife in Wolverhampton, in the Midlands, in Birmingham somewhere, sitting there with his wife and his kids, seeing this offer. He's got off the phone to his agent like that. He's on the phone to his agent. He's like, whoa, really? Yeah, okay. 300? What? Okay, yeah. Okay, right, okay. All right, sweetheart, come here. Get the kids. I need to tell you something. Yeah, sit down. This is big. This is big news. Sit down. Get on the sofa. Yeah, get on the sofa. Bring the kids down. Get on the sofa. Right. We're moving to Saudi Arabia. She's like, what? Yeah, we're moving to Saudi Arabia. But I love Birmingham, said no one. Right? No, we're moving to Saudi Arabia, love, because I've just got off the phone to my agent. There's a club in Saudi Arabia. They're starting a big league over there. A lot of money being spent. I don't care how much money's being spent. I love living in Birmingham. No. Listen a minute. We're getting paid £300,000 a week. No tax. Zero tax. I'm packing the bags now. That's the family, man. The family's packing the bags. The kids are already on the plane before Neves has signed the contract. She's already got the bags are backed. The suitcase is done. The house has been sold. The house has been put up on one of the auction sites. They don't care. Some just have the house. We're never coming back. Squatters can have it. We're leaving. They don't give a shit. 300 grand a week, man. 300 grand a week. No tax. It's just, yeah, he's out of there. That wife was like, I live in Saudi Arabia for a few years. Yeah, why not? Sunny weather, always hot. Yeah, okay, we're there. 300 grand a week. I could do. Yeah, your retirement package is going to be mint. Yeah, absolutely mint. At that point, your missus instantly responded back in Arabic. Learning Arabic straight away. She's already. Oh man, that's mad. It's mad, ain't it? It's mad. Just go for it. Get your money, man. I've got no problem with it. Get your money. As I said, my only issue with all this is the little bits where I think, how long do we leave it, guys? I tweeted this earlier. How long do you think it takes for UEFA to look at Saudi Arabia and go, maybe we can get them in European football? But the people over in UEFA will be like, but they're not in Europe, boss. Yeah, I know they're not in Europe, but they're close to Europe. No, it's not far from Europe. It's the Middle East, It's only a stone's throw from, Europe. Yeah, they're only, Europe's just there. Middle East is there. It's like they can join Europe, can't they? Yeah, geographically, it's not that far, but yeah, come on. One end of Russia is further away from Europe than the Middle East is. Let's get them over. They got a lot of money. Got a lot of money over there. You see the players they're buying. There's a lot of money being invested over there. Okay. Yeah, let's do it. How long does it take? I'm telling you, we know how much UEFA likes money. Could you imagine if UEFA get the Saudis and it's all going to happen eventually. It's going to happen eventually. I'm telling you, they're not going to let it slide by. They're going to all be in Europe competitions as well because UEFA like the money, guys. It's going to happen. UEFA waiting on them brown bags. Just piles of bags. There's another. Where do I put all these? A postman just ending up in outside UEFA headquarters. Massive bag of money, like massive parcels in the back of their van. Yeah. Got some stuff here. International flight. Yeah, come from the Middle East apparently. I can't say. Bags of money. Shh, keep it hush hush. Go round the back. You know, just telling them to go round the back. Drive round the back. Harold, drive round the back. Harold. Get round the back. Reverse. All right. Getting out there. Get the bags. Throwing the money in the air. Scrooge McDuck style. You know, UEFA got a massive swimming pool just full of money, Scrooge McDuck style. Jumping into it. Loving life. Loving life. Here you go, yeah. If Australia can get in Eurovision, yeah, exactly. Australia can do Eurovision. Could you get a country any further away from Europe than Australia? Yeah. Israeli teams playing Europa, so no problem as long as the money comes. Exactly. It's coming. It's coming. And as I said, I've got no problem with them making their money. These players making their money if they want to go to these leagues and retire young. Go for it. Look, I ain't going to lie to you. If Saudi Arabia came to me and went, Jamie Phillips, you know, we've seen you. And we want to make you the head of our YouTube channel out here in Saudi on everything football. We want you to do all the watch-alongs, commentating the games for us. And we're going to pay you this a week. I'll be like, Lauren, kids, Daddy's coming back with money. Get in the van. Let's get to the airport. Don't worry about the house. We are loaded. Let's go. Pack them bags. You know, that's... Ring the schools. Tell them they're not coming back. We are out of here. We are out of here. Of course I would be. Oh man, I'll be retiring young. I'll be like 50 years of. By the time I'm 50, I'll be like drenched in gold. I'd come back to the normal channel. 10 years later, guys, you'll be seeing me drenched in gold. You know, fur coats. You know, luxury everywhere. You won't believe it. I'd have plastic surgery as well. I'd have everything pulled back. I'd have these different eyes. Oh, you'd be like, Jamie, life looks good on you. So, yeah, I'm out of here. So I don't blame footballers getting their money, man. I don't blame people getting their money. As I said, these countries can build up their teams, build up the greatest sport in the world, invest heavily. Look, Saudi Arabia have got unlimited wealth. Build up your football teams as much as you want. Why not? Europe have done it. You go and do it, yeah? Everyone go and do it. It's the greatest sport on earth. Build up your league. More power to you, yeah? As I said, my worry is just the connecting dots. I don't want state-owned clubs that own like 4 football teams. Because I do see that eventually happening. I can see a state-owned club owning 4 Premier League teams at one time. I think that will happen eventually. And that is just my worry about football going forward like that. But hey, these leagues, these players, go and make your money, man. Go and make your money. That's what I say. Pimp out Jamie, I'm dead. You know what I mean? Be okay, Mac. Jamie, they just increased the number of teams in these comps. It can't be a coincidence. There you go. Turkey and Israel are here. Why not? Exactly. Get Sheikh Jamie Phillips into Saudi sports team. Israel playing in Europe has nothing to do with money. It's a geographical issue. Israelis banned from many countries outside countries in Asia, says Vic. That is very true as well. Keys and Greys are going to be loving it over there now. Yeah. Jamie, I will become Franco footballers. Jamie. Do you remember when Frank got pimped up? If you go back to Footballers' Wives, man, Frank got pimped up. I remember. Don't get the plastic surgery, Jamie. You won't look like Stipe anymore. Man, this side parting and beard, it's going. I'm going to shave it all. No more Stipe. Israeli is in UEFA, no. Yeah. I think Israeli teams have always been in UEFA. I think it has been. Yeah, I think so. I think they always have been. Because Israel playing... No. Hang on. I don't know. Hang on. Let me have a look. All right. Why are Israel in the European Championship? Reason it's football teams playing Europe. Some fans question why Israel teams play in the Champions League, and indeed why Israel play in the Euros, since Israel is not in Europe. An English club could find itself travelling to Israel Champions League fixture this year. Some fans question why Israel teams play in the Champions League, and indeed why is Israel playing Euro, since Israel is not in Europe. Is why Israel part of UEFA. Israel's footballing history is long and complex. It started as a member of the Asian Football Conference, AFC, beginning compete in 1954. However, many Muslim countries refused to play against Israel due to the Arab League boycotting of the country. This led to a situation where Israel technically qualified for the 1958 World Cup without actually kicking a ball. FIFA wanted to avoid this situation, so set up a playoff against Wales, which Israel lost. Israel hosted and won the 1968 Asian Cup, but it's only international honour. All 11 and 16 nations compete. Qualified for 70 World Cup. Yeah, so what Vic said earlier is right. It started to play in European tournaments in the early 80s, including taking part in the European 1982 World Cup qualifiers, but then competed in the Oceania groups in 1986 and 1990. Israel clubs began taking part in European club competitions in 1991, and in 1994 it was made a member of UEFA. So they made him a member of UEFA by 1994. So now they can play in all European competitions. So there you go. It's all political reasons. So yeah, maybe it'll happen with the Saudis. Maybe it's happening with the Saudis. Look, if their league is wealthy enough and it's competitive enough, I think in a few years' time, it won't matter straight away, but I think UEFA will go keep a clean eye on it, because if the Saudi league is prosperous, they're making great money, they're buying good players, and it's exciting football, and they're building good teams over there that people want to go and watch because they're bringing in players that people will go and watch. I think in a few years' time, UEFA might not have no choice but to bring them in as well. So we'll see. It's interesting. It's interesting talk, guys. It's an interesting talk. Big up Spirit, Frank, Fozzie, Michael, hey, say everyone in the chat. Big up all the people that sent in super chats. I do appreciate it. Really do. Honesty, Gangan Deep, and my man here I can't pronounce, obviously. Big up to you. Thank you very much, all the supers. Very much the likes on the video. Make sure you keep hitting that like button. 122 likes right now. Let's get that to 150, 200 if we can. Don't forget to subscribe if you've not subscribed already. I'll be back tomorrow night at 7 p.m, guys, for the call-in show. So make sure you are here. 7 p.m. UK time, call-in show tomorrow night. One of the best call-in shows on YouTube. I love my call-in shows. Big up to everyone. Thank you very much for joining me. Appreciate the love. See you again tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye-bye.